Guys, welcome back to the channel. We are just going to come out and fish today for some fun. We had a cold front come through. We had a huge wind advisory yesterday and it's still kind of lingering into today, but we're just coming out, getting our feet wet since we haven't been out for a few weeks because of we worked the event for KBF for the Lake Murray. So we just want to come out, have a little fun today, and on our next trip out we're going to start going after our monthly challenge for March and a whole bunch of other things. So stay tuned and see what we can get today. Today we're going to move fast. We have the crankbait, lipless, chatterbait, and spinnerbait, and we do have a Ned rig tied on just in case we have to slow it up. But we're going to move a lot today and just work the baits a little bit more faster. I think we're starting to get the pre-spawn / spawn already, so we're going to go after it today and see what we can get. And also, too, the water's really warming up down here, so we got water temperature of 68 degrees. We got a lot of bait fish right in front of us popping on the surface. I may change over to the chatterbait or even the Ned rig just to get along the edge there. But they're busting at the surface, and of course I didn't bring any topwater plugs with me. Man, we have some epic topwater action going on here right now. The baits are everywhere. We just had one on, just throwing the lipless in there, and it was just a quick strike, so I missed it. But I may try to get in there with the spinnerbait too. I'm not sure if a soft plastic will work. We're trying to get as close as we can with the lipless right now to kind of match the hatch, because they are busting everywhere. But they're so deep back in there. Debating to throw a jig or not, or maybe a shaky head. But we're going to try this lipless for a minute and get as close as we can to the edge here. But we may have to throw the bait right into the weeds there. All right, with all that kind of bait floating around, they're like, yeah, I don't want that worm. So we are going to just try to go around and move fast again. Hopefully that works. The morning feed will probably be over with soon, so there may be a little bit of a lull period for us, but we'll see what we can get. All right guys, fish on. All right guys, fish on. He inhaled that bait. Get in that net, baby. All right, guys. Knew there'd be one there. Yeah, of course, you had to get it right down in his throat. See if we get this little guy out. Not hurting you too bad, brother. All right guys, 17. Even though I do want to fish fast, I think I'm going to work along these lily pads though with a shaky head for a little bit before I go back to fishing fast again. Just because I want to get nice and close in there and see what we got. All right guys, fish on. I felt him hit it before. Get in here. All right, it's a long one. He hit it before, but he didn't totally go after it. So I threw it back in there, and he was there. Well, we'll see what happens. I may be sticking with the shaky head along the edges here right now. And just continue fishing slow, even though I didn't want to today. It may have to work out that way because they are holding really tight to those pads, so that's what we may do. I may even tie in a jig, we'll see, but I'm going to stick with the shaky head for now. All right guys, fish on. They are right next to the pads, man, right next to the pads. Not a huge one, but we'll take another one. Always fun catching fish. Always fun catching fish. Yeah, he swallowed this one. Yeah, he swallowed this one down. This one's gonna be a tough one to get out. Might have to cut this one and leave it in there. I think it's safer to cut it out than to try to rip it out. Have a better chance of living. We're going to tie another shaky head on, and we are going to continue fishing the way we are because obviously it's working. So if you guys actually followed the live stream the other day for Lake Murray for KBF. That's how Casey Reed won Lake Murray. He was throwing the shaky head. So you can see we're using the Z-Man. I think it's 1/16 of an ounce with the SMH worm actually. So it's all perfectly matched to be together. And that's what we like using. And here's the SMH worm. So I use this on the drop shot, use it on the shaky head obviously. How to rig it up is really simple. I actually have a video on this, but you got the SMH actually shaky head from Z-Man. But you just put it through like a Texas rig. So get it to your point there, work it out, and you can see on here there's this little tiny piece of metal. It's actually a bait keeper. So you just kind of get it over that bait keeper. You know, with this Elastec you can really rip on it and it doesn't tear. Get it over that bait keeper and just slightly hook it right there. That's it. You can go in a little bit more, but that's the shaky head setup, guys. Kind of keeps it weedless and it works really well. So all I'm doing is getting close to the pads and just throwing the shaky head right on the edge of the pads, or like right into the pads a little bit, and pulling it out towards me. And they are holding right there, so we are gonna stick with that pattern. And you'll just feel a light little bump. That last fish, I mean, it was the lightest bump, but man, he inhaled it. I just cast it in there and just slowly just give it small little twitches just to shake the tail of that worm while the jig head's sitting on the ground, or on the bottom, however you want to say it. And that's it. We're just going to continue around the pads here for a little while. Ah! Well, he threw that one. I guess we could try it again, see if he comes after it. I literally just threw it in there. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be that dumb to go back after it, but we'll see. Maybe another one right underneath this tree here. Don't get caught in the tree. So like I was saying before, I'm in the same area where all those fish were chasing the bait fish this morning, and my assumption, even though I'm not a scientist or a biologist or whatever, you know, they filled up with fish this morning, so they're just holding their position right now because they're full. But if something comes by them, that's my assumption that they're going to come after whatever's right in front of their face. You know, later in the day when they get active again, we can go back after them with the crankbait, lipless, or whatever. But we're just going to keep fishing along the edge of the banks right now because I think they're just holding right there, and that's where they're all at. Look at the size of this thing. Woo! I think that's the biggest one all day, guys. That's what happens when you fish in the structure. It may take you about 10 seconds to realize that you don't have a fish on, but it's fun to bring it in anyway, right? All right, guys, fish on. It's a nice one too. Stay on there, baby. Stay on. All right, there's a nice one, guys, on the crank. All right, guys, 19. Well, right there it tells you it's our favorite time of year, cranking. It's what we love to do, and it's how we like to catch fish. We're using the Excite crankbaits. Like I said, I matched the hatch, so it's a little bit more of a shad color. It's got a red eye to it, so hopefully that's attracting the fish as well. But right now we're currently all tangled up in the treble hooks. I know a lot of people I speak with don't like crankbaits or anything because they don't like the treble hooks, but I don't know. I figure the treble hooks, you have a less chance of losing fish, and you just got to make sure they don't swallow it because you don't want to hurt the fish. So as soon as you feel that thump, make sure you start reeling in, and you usually get them right in the lip. I can get this thing untangled. All right, guys, fish on. That's a decent one, it feels like. On the crank. Get in my net. Yeah, that's a nice one. Get in my net. Now get out of my net. He thumped that at first and then he missed it. And then he came back after it. 18.25. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go over here where I lost that fish this morning on the shaky head and see if I can get him or her again if they are there. And then we'll take it from there, guys. All right, so the old girl wasn't there. We're going to run up and down this bank real quick with a crankbait, and then I think we're going to call it quits, guys. That's it for today. You know, we spent about 3.5 hours out here. We got 5 fish. We're happy with that. Today was just a fun day, just prepping for our March monthly challenge and all of our other tournaments. You know, we enjoyed ourselves this morning. It was nice getting back out in the water. It's been a couple of weeks because we did that KBF thing for you know, over at Lake Murray. So it was just nice getting out, getting our feet wet, you know, enjoying the morning. But we're gonna go and prep for tomorrow, probably clean the kayak, and we have our game plan. We're definitely gonna have a top order bait tied on one of our rods when we go out for the morning bite tomorrow for sure. So hope you guys like this video. Just a quick little video out fishing. We're gonna have a lot of fishing videos coming up. That's gonna be our main priority for the rest of the year. We still may have some reviews and some how-tos, but fishing is what we love to do and we all love to watch. So there's gonna be a lot of fishing videos coming up. So basically this is our March Madness, our version of it. So as always, guys, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys on the water. And if you guys can, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and share the videos, and let's keep growing RJM. All right, guys, thanks for watching.